We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Digging in, Colton Wong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's inside.
Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Now the 1-0. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Swing and a liner, but foul. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, Dero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home.
Hey.
Edman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Carlos Martinez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And one gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The numbers, 282 to start play, 9 homers, and 23 driven in. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
On he pops it up. And Wong will make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order. Still no score. Stepping in, Dylan Carlson, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Dylan Carlson.
First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Carlson, just 21 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Walker in foul ground. 1 down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Brad Miller.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Brad Miller. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Gonna need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's gonna be a strike.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, JT Realmuto. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's just 2 for 9. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at his career totals, Realmuto has a .280 batting average. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken in by Wong. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game. Burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him. Top of the order hitter as well.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Neil Walker will be next. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
2 strikes.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Neil.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Neil Walker. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out to right. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, DeRosa, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Stepping in, Scott Kingery. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. He'll run this down in foul territory, and here comes the runner from third. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. From the stretch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Eflin. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Ball one, taken just off the inside. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he lays off again. Ball 3.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Into the box now, Harrison Bader. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Harrison.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Carlos Martinez.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Carlos Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next to the Cardinals, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's too high, ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Three and 1. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Edman. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Fastball laid off well below the knees. A runner on first with 2 away. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now the 2-1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire the side. Cards leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Gene Segura standing in. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Now in the box, Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and chopped to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Harper.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
The 1-1 home. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-2. Harper running from first, heading out towards shallow right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're on top 1-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Molina.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Matt Carpenter. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes 1 swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
In now, Dylan Carlson. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Here comes the 0-1. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brad Miller.
So striding in, Brad Miller, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. from the stretch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now. Now batting, Nick Williams.
The center fielder, Nick Williams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, catch inside.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Carlson is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, number 12, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
No balls and a strike to count. And it's fouled away. Too high. 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
And in steps Scott Kingery as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
A 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Josh Harrison stands in as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Harrison, the former Detroit Tiger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, but they're up 1-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for St.
Good
Louis,
stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly fooled there on the slider. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball bat.
Harrison Davis.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Kingery's there. Segura for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. They'll come into this one at 328. Still without a home run and 4 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. All even now, 2-2. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Into the shrubbery and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first home run of the season. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
To the plate now, Tommy Edman. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he pops it up, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The catcher, number 4.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Yadi Molina digging in now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Comes set. The 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 2-1 St. Louis.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So a new pitcher set to go here as the right-hander Adam Wainwright gets the call.
50, Adam Wainwright.
Adam Hazley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Adam Hazley.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Drilled to first. Miller with the slide. The throw. So one away after the phenomenal defensive effort.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. First offering on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Full count now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And now pitch on the way. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 2-1. Jose Alvarez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 52, Jose Alvarez.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Alvarez has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch popped up. And no one will get this one. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Dylan Carlson. Out in front of it, strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
Ball one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. 2-1.
Ball 2.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Two here it is. To the left side, but it's well foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Here's another 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Walker dives. What a stop. Got him.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brad Miller.
Striding in, Brad Miller. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. One out, nobody on. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
And that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Genesis Cabrera enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Nick Williams will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. He's set and the pitch. Fastball well outside. Williams playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. Realmuto's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
Strike taken up in the zone. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Williams has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Down back, first baseman, Walker.
Digging in once again, Neil Walker, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. One left for Philadelphia. Our score remains 2-1. David Robertson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Stepping up now, Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Tyler O'Neill.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. He has taken strike one. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting, the pitcher. Genesis.
Justin Turner will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
49, Justin Turner.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Here's the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Here's the 0-2. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball taken for strike one. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
John Brebbia.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. He went down on strikes last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Brebbia offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
At the plate, Josh Harrison. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Slider laid off for a ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The 2-1 home. Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Digging in, David Robertson. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gene Segura. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Men on third with 2 down. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
A ball and 2 strikes. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The payoff pitch. In tight, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 22.
Alex Reyes takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 29, Alex Miniak.
Andrew McCutcheon will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. He's set. Here it comes.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Comes set. The 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
A 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Fine work there from the St. Louis bullpen. 8th inning coming up. Cards lead it 2-1. Adam Morgan has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway. Here's Colton Wong now. No hits to this point.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edman.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Edman, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Off the outside that time, as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Look out, 2-0 now.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
That's
2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Three and 0 now. Here it comes. And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Here it comes. Out to short for Segura. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. From the stretch.
Ball.
And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runners on first with 1 down. And oh, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
I got 2-1 the count. Go Philly.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Chop to first. Walker has it. 1 there. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 3-1 St. Louis. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Reyes, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto. As he grounds one briskly to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Now at the plate, Nick Williams. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch on its way.
No, that's no.
The 1-0. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Sir Anthony Dominguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Dylan Carlson will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brad Miller.
Striding in once again, Brad Miller. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Full count, 3-2. Tyler O'Neill is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Tyler O'Neill.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is the located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. The pitch. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Giovanni Gallegos comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 65, Giovanni Gallegos. Now playing 11th and batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
First pitch coming, here it is. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No one out with a runner at second. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Josh Harrison. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
1-1 home. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Grounded to short. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Next for Philadelphia, the pitcher.
Kyle Garlick will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 72, Kyle Garlick.
And that's taken for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Philly down to their last strike. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Garlick, a California-born ball player. He was a 28th round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Cardinals have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The St. Louis Cardinals used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Adam Wainwright gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Giovanni Gallegos closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.